I am very excited for this weekend because I am teaming up with 3 other content creators and we are off to do the driving route, the Northeast 250, in collaboration with the Northeast 250 and Visit Scotland. Now if you don't know the Northeast 250, it's a driving route which takes in some of the Cairngorms, the famous Speyside whisky trails, Royal Deeside, as well as some beautiful coastline that surrounds the northeast of Scotland. Now it's my job to take in Fraserburgh to Spey Bay. It's a stunning coastline. We're going to be experiencing some very tasty food and drink experiences, doing some heritage trails, and of course showing you some stunning outdoor and wildlife experiences. And as always, I'm going to be taking all of you guys with me. Let's do this. We start off our trip this morning in the stunning town of Fraserburgh, and before I head off to learn about the history and heritage of this town, I thought I would come for a lovely walk along the beach, because who knew that Fraserburgh had a beach as stunning as this? I've arrived at the Museum of Scottish Lighthouses and we're off to learn a little bit more about the lighthouses here in Scotland and get a tour of the lighthouse that resides here. This is Kinnaird Head Lighthouse in Fraserburgh. It was the first official lighthouse to join the Scottish Lighthouse Board, and it's the only one that was ever built on an existing building because it started its life as a castle. This place is amazing. I was here a few months ago and it is such a great place to come and spend a few hours. Don't just take my word for it though, let's go inside and see what it's got to offer. Well, that was great fun. I am now off into the Fraserburgh Heritage Centre to learn a little bit more about this town's history. This is so peaceful. I have arrived in a Japanese garden. You wouldn't think I was in Scotland, but what is so amazing is that Fraserburgh has connections to so many worldwide places. I've just finished my tour of the Fraserburgh Heritage Centre. What a tour it was. There's so much to do there, and if you've got children, there's so many interactive things as well, and I never realised how many famous people came from Fraserburgh. It's totally blown my mind. I've just had lunch in the Lighthouse Museum, had some lovely soup overlooking the sea, great views from in there by the way, and now I'm heading to see some of the quaint and some of the very famous coastal villages that line the northeast of Scotland. Seaside villages in Aberdeenshire, especially between Fraserburgh and Banff. However, there's also stunning inlets like this that are home to some really unique and interesting gems. And right here we've got these very secluded beaches and some stunning sea arches and caves which are well worth exploring and enjoying. A few more miles down the road we reach the very famous village of Pennan, which featured in the film Local Hero, made famous of course by its red post box. And look at the cracking views. That's one of the famous and beautiful villages along this part of the Northeast 250, but I'm off to Crovie now, which is just as spectacular and beautiful. Here we are at Crovie, or Crovie as the locals call it, and just check out this village. This is what you call a community living on the edge. I've now arrived in Banff and I've decided to take a trek up this hill to this old monument because the view from up here showcasing the town is just incredible. And on a sunny day like today, seeing the waves coming in and all the gorse in bloom, several boats out sailing, you literally feel like you're abroad. This is just so beautiful. Oh, that was well worth the walk up the hill. Those views were stunning. I'm now going to continue my exploration of Banff by heading to Duff House. I'm not going inside, but I am going to go and explore the grounds because it is a cracking building, well worth viewing. I have left Banff behind and I'm now walking through these stunning yellow fields. I have come to a place that's home to an old ducat, and it's also home to a very unusual castle, which I think you're all going to really enjoy seeing. But what a place. This is something completely different to anywhere else I've been so far today and on this trip, but it's well worth visiting, and it is situated between Portsoy and Cullen, and it's known as Findlater Castle. I mean, one of the great things about the Northeast 250 is that it's home to things like this, which people just do not expect. It's got so many hidden gems and so many stunning places dotted all around it. And the coastal views here, as well as these beautiful plants and the history around this place as well. The opportunities for exploration, for photography, and for just enjoying the outdoors are endless. And here we have Findlater Castle. I told you it was a castle with a difference because it's within the cliff face, but a lot of it is actually built into it or has fallen into it, and it's a very unique and unusual castle. So I'm going to go down and explore it, take you all down with me, and just see what this place has to offer. But before I do, I'm going to read this sign up here just to learn a little bit about the history of this place. Here I am on top of the castle, and just look at the views from here. Panoramic coastal views. What a stunning place to have a castle, and what a great place to explore. Well, that's Findlater Castle done. It was actually amazing. I knew it was going to be good, but that totally overdid my expectations. Anyway, now I'm heading to Cullen, where I'm going to be treated to a lovely meal at the Cullen Bay Hotel, which has got stunning views over Cullen. See the sea, the beach, stunning sea stacks, the harbour, you name it, you can see it from this hotel. And I'm so excited to get there and try their famous Cullen skink soup, as well as show you the stunning view from the restaurant. Because again, I think this is something you're going to love. And when you're out exploring, you need somewhere to eat. You got to keep your energy levels up, you got to keep yourself fueled. So let's go and see what this hotel has to offer and how tasty their food is. I've just arrived at my accommodation for the night, which is the Cullen Bay Hotel in Cullen, and this hotel is stunning, and I mean stunning. So I've been very lucky to get a room with a view, which I'm sure there is many of them in this hotel, and just look at the view. It is incredible, look. If you've been following me on Instagram throughout this weekend, you'll know what I'm about to tell you, but one thing that means so much to me when I'm away staying in a hotel is when there is more on offer than tea and coffee, because I don't drink tea or coffee, but I do drink hot chocolate, and I can only count a handful of hotels that I've stayed in that have supplied hot chocolate, and this is one of them. And they didn't know that I don't drink tea or coffee, which is just amazing. And the biscuits that they supply as well are one of my favourites. Welcome to Port Soy. Mid-afternoon hot chocolate, you cannot beat it.